Within 5 minutes, the whole street was covered. We had planters coming down the street, bins, barrels, cars, windows smashing opposite us, and the glass was going into the street and cars crashing into buildings. It was crazy.
Are we going to get rescued? Are we going to survive? Because you didn't know how deep the water was actually going to go. It was rising as this was happening. So I was literally just behind the bar here at the time, and we noticed water coming down the road, which looked like a blocked drain at 1:13, and by 1:15 we were over knee high in water.
Water coming down the street, it was petrifying because you don't know how high that water's going to go up and how long you're going to be stuck up there for.
Floods are becoming more common, and we know they have really long-term health effects, but we also know that preparing for them can minimise the risk of health harms. So what we'd like people to do is go to Natural Resources Wales website and have a look to see if they're at risk of flooding. If they are, they can sign up for alerts, and they can also look online at the types of steps that they can take to help protect their homes from being flooded. If they do get an alert, then we recommend people have already thought about those few things that they might need to take with them. So we suggest having a flood kit is a really good idea because it gives you some control over the situation, and that's a good way of reducing your stress and your anxiety. But make sure you've got a printed out copy of your home insurance documents and put them in a waterproof folder. Have any medication you need, your mobile phone charger, a notebook and pen so you can write down the things that the insurance company tell you, and probably things like a blanket, a pack of cards, whatever the children need, just some basics to get you through that initial period.
I've been getting nightmares at night, and I've apparently been waking up and screaming in my sleep. They've started to die off a little bit now, but we've been put into a temporary accommodation, and even where I am in the temporary accommodation, I'm just getting visions of water. Even if a car drives past through a puddle, I'm thinking the whole place is flooding.
Luckily, we did come out of it, but I do know that there's many people in floods in the past that haven't come out of it, and I can understand why now. You don't realise quite how much impact water has until you experience something like that. It's still now is quite raw. You walk into the street and people are talking about it or bring it up to you or ask when the pub's going to be back open again. So it's in your mind 24/7, it doesn't go away. Moving forward, hopefully that will happen, but I don't think you're ever going to forget that night.
We know that people can suffer breathing problems if their home is flooded for a long while afterwards. The damp can make things like asthma worse, and people will feel stressed and anxious for a long time. Just because months have gone by, don't think that you're in some way odd for still feeling that way. Go and talk to somebody. There is help available.
The most important thing to me probably from this is getting people support and people understanding how much of an impact this has to people, and to support them if they need it, if they ever have to go through it.